Preventing the pinning time.
And now Gunther with the sleeper. The sleeper locked in on Goldberg. The sleeper's in. Goldberg won't tap. Gunther's going to have to pass Goldberg out here. Goldberg trying to fight back.
Grabbing anything he can, but that is 16 deep. And Goldberg now fading.
Goldberg is fading. Goldberg with one last gasp to break the sleeper. Goldberg fighting back. Rolls to his belly. Gunther still with the sleeper locked in. Gunther's got it in good. Goldberg doesn't have anything left.
All that oxygen cut off, the blood cut off, and fading is Goldberg.
And Goldberg is out. Gunther retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, Gunther!
Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B. They call me the Raw Dog. And this is Sunday night's main event presents the Saturday night main event recap show. Folks, thank you for joining me and the one and only PIC, the schnauzer from another Mauja. His name is Randy C. Randy. Are you exhausted from all this wrestling, brother? What the hell is going on? How are you?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Eric B. It's me, Randy C. Am I exhausted? No, I'm not, because I'm powered by Abbott. Abbott's spinal cord and implant and stimulators. Want to get a boost up? Just get an Abbott, and you can be $1.5 million peso dollar man. No, I'm joking. As
Play
usual,
the jingle. Play the Abbott jingle, folks.
There isn't one, but I will play another one. We are powered by something. We are powered by interiorplants.ca. Want your home or business more beautiful? Go to interiorplants.ca. The doctor of Planenomics can help you out. Pure Fandom, your home of the best pro wrestling and lucha libre memorabilia. Located in Toronto, Canada, you can find them on Instagram at the Pure Fandom Shop and Pure Fandom Shop 416, or go to their YouTubes and just look up youtube.com/Pure Fandom 416. As well as the King of Print, offering and providing the best for your printing needs. Go to www.kingofprint.ca, the official printing company of the Hub Sports Entertainment. We're also powered by the Smack Daddies, your East Coast podcasting champions of the world. The Smack Daddies. It is Brad the Dad and Father Greg giving you your weekly WWE SmackDown review here on the Hub Sports Entertainment. As well as The Draw on Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/The Draw, where you'll find this show, as well as the Smack Daddies, as well as Draw, as well as the new hit show We Talk Too Much, as well as Heritage for Hard Knocks, as well as an amazing review show like this one. But yes, that's www.patreon.com/The Draw. And we would not be powered by anything else this week. Wrestling is big on TV, but so is Superman and Eric B. Superman Cup. Will we find it on THT Collectibles on the Wheel of Misfortune this week? Or Cheap Heat? Eric B. saying no because he's hogging it all to himself. That's go to the Handshaking Team, and that's facebook.com/the Handshaking Team, where you'll see Eric B. with Wheels of Misfortune, Cheap Heats, everything else. Eric B is happy about it. And last but not least, Chiquita Bananas, because I know, Monroe, I missed you.
Monkeys never collapse.
That's right, they never cramp, and we've missed them out the last couple of weeks, I've been told, and that's on me. Eric B Am I wrestled out of wrestling? No,
Yes.
it's been great. What about you, Eric B? Are you wrestled out? Are you a little tired of wrestling this week?
You know what, Randy? Tired or not, there's at least 3 more hours to go. 3.5, maybe, if we're lucky, folks. But yes, it's been one hell of a long week for wrestling fans. A lot going on. Great American bashing, that other brand doing stuff. And may I add as well, the other brand doing stuff very well. I'm going to throw that out there. I'm going to throw them a bone, Randy. I thought that they did a decent show, even though it was 6 hours long. But yes, they did. They had their moments, that's for sure. The internet's a craze about wrestling right now. There's a lot going on, and we're going to talk about it, folks, because it was Saturday night, which means in this quarter, there was an installment of Saturday night's main event. Now, Randy, before we get into the show itself, we talked about it the last time that we reviewed the show, and the Saturday night main event just continues to kind of, in my personal opinion, and not everybody has to agree with me, it just continues to kind of go one tier down each time they do an installment. From the first episode to now what we're seeing, there is a vast difference in the product itself, the people involved in the matches, and then there's some unfortunate stuff that we'll get to when we talk about the show, which is completely out of everybody else's control, which, harbored it entirely. But Randy, is WWE not putting as much attention into this program when they have so many other things going on, such as Evolution today, which really meant that you could not have a female match of substance on Saturday night's main event? What are your thoughts?
That was a very good analogy there, Eric B, of what's going on. But I never thought of it that way, or for the reason today of Evolution. But yes, the product or the matches have been a little downplayed. It wasn't the big boost as it was in January with all the big matches out there. But in turn, with all the wrestling product out there and with LFG, like with all their complete programming, it's a little hard, right? Things come up as well, as we'll see later on tonight. But I'm not saying that they're not trying. I'm just saying they're doing what they have to. And doing what they have to, is that good enough for me? I guess you'll find out. But obviously, Eric B, I noticed talking in the chat with you last night that it probably isn't for you. And I don't blame you either. I don't blame anybody with what they think of the WWE product right now. It is their opinion and everything else, and that's how they like their product. But I can see that on all sides. And a lot of the things that you said last night, I agree with. Give some example.
Oh, the things I said last night?
Yeah.
The things that I can say, like, legally on the air?
About wrestling. Yeah, about wrestling. Please do.
Well, I think the thing that excited me the most about Saturday night's main event for sure is Michael Cole calling Goldberg's smile his trademark smile and laugh. That definitely was a high point for me. No, not really. But no, there was a lot going on. And maybe I was in a bit of a mood last night while I was watching it. But like Randy said, there's some justification for that, or at least I think so.
Yeah, folks, he got all mad and upset when, but at the end of the show, he got really, really happy when Bret Hart turned off the lights and the signal on Goldberg during his speech. That was the highlight of the night for Eric B. So, yes.
There's numerous points of the show, and it's not only Randy making the joke about how that happened and the timing happened there, but there's numerous points of the show where we either cut to or return from commercial break, and it's done at the most strangest time. It's mid-between conversation, it's mid-sentence happening between the commentators, the announce team, and we just keep going to ad after ad after ad. So yeah, folks, pick your poison. Do you want to see ads on the ring, or do you want to see a million ads on television? I'd rather see them on the ring, to be completely honest with you. And people can say, how far is this going to go? And even I've said it about the Slim Jim table, because I think it's a little ridiculous. But comparing the two to the other, sorry, comparing one to another, I would much rather just see all of those brands all over the place, Rand, everywhere. Put them everywhere. Slap them on people's chests. Slap them on Seth Rollins' knee. Ooh, too soon. Sorry.
There you go. I see your point there, and I think it's because of all the platforms they're trying to do it on. Like I said to you last night, I was watching it on YouTube, so I do see a little of what you're explaining. I didn't watch it on NBC, but people were saying that there were audio issues on NBC as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's maybe the different platforms or the different areas that they have to put it in. Again, it could be a growing experience. I can't tell you. I'm not on the production team or anything else like that, but I do see your points on that.
I want to say too, also the first episode of Saturday Night's Main Event, the first reinstallment that we have coming back, made it seem almost like it was his own special separate entity. Sorry. We had a lot of storyline driven things going on here. We had stuff going on building stuff for Evolution as well. So it seems like we just kind of, like Randy said, they're doing what they had to do this weekend.
Adjusting is a good word for it.
Exactly. But I also, ideally, again, and whatever. I'm not for one brand over the other as far as people being successful, the talent having the careers they want. People can choose to like whatever they want. But we are handcuffed as fans when we got multiple things going on at the same day. Yeah. And we have to make a choice. And that's an unfortunate thing that doesn't need to happen. We didn't need this and Evolution the same weekend and
Great American Bash.
Great American Bash. We didn't need all of those things. We got a lot of time to put those in, folks. And WWE, trust me, there's tons of ratings around for you. You're always going to have your built-in fans. So,
other than the highlights seeing on Twitter, I didn't see all in as of yet, just the highlights. And trust me, there is some good stuff I did see on the highlights, the sequences between the Young Bucks and Ospreay and Swerve being number one of them. But
it depends on what you're into. Either way, it was an entertaining show. Like, it really depends on what you're into, but either way, it was an entertaining show, and they delivered on multiple fronts as far as what the fans wanted from that product.
But in turn, I did get to watch all of Great American Bash. People, if you haven't seen this match yet, Obafemi versus Yoshiki Inamura, go watch it. And Yoshiki is probably one of my underdogs of the year on putting match after match after match. And it was a great match. And as well as Hamilton's own Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints. Surprise ending on that. But yeah, that was not too bad either. So
Hamilton's own, what a shout out, Randy. What a shout out.
Yeah, it's not Matt Grant. It's Ethan Page. It's Ethan Page. Love you, Matt Grant. No matter what. But should we get into this week's episode of Saturday Night's Main Event?
Yes.
From the wonderful hometown of Eric B's favorite friend, Goldberg, Atlanta, Georgia, at the State Farm Arena. Is that correct there, Eric B?
I don't care. I don't care. Wow. You said Goldberg. You said Goldberg, and now you put me into a mood instantly. Anyways, folks, this is the night of Goldberg as far as SNME goes. Every video package that we are going to see on the show is going to be Goldberg based. See how great this guy was? See what he used to be able to do? Let's hope he can do some of it tonight. That was really the theme that we had going on. But yes, anyways, he's here. So is the bloodline or my family tree or whatever the hell you want to call them now. Big Jim is there as well. He's going to be fighting for a U.S. championship. Lots of stuff going on, Randy. Lots of wrestling. But a good return, a happy return that we have here is more Jesse the Body Ventura. He says Goldberg needs to win this match quickly. I don't know how quickly Goldberg can move. That's the thing, right? And we're going to find out later tonight in Goldberg's last match. But first...
But can I say something while you're on that topic?
Yes.
They definitely did not want Jesse talking. Joe was cutting them off real quick. He goes, real brief there, Jesse. What do you think? It's going to be real quick. Thank you, Jesse. It literally went on.
Yeah, they gave
like
us
my war hat. It's going to be a war like my... No, thank you, Jesse. Go on. Let's go to Wade Barrett and Michael Cole.
Yeah, just too much conflict going on in the world right now for Jesse to have a microphone international format, please. Like, let's not have that happen. But yes, the match that everyone is wondering what the hell is going on about. But no, Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre, folks. Drew McIntyre is bored at work. That is an excellent t-shirt. I gotta say, that is a great t-shirt. But joining Randy Orton in the ring is a very thin jelly roll. What would you call a thin jelly roll? Like, what would you even call that?
Crepe.
A crepe. The crepe Suzette himself is on his way to the ring, and Drew McIntyre is there, flagged with Logan Paul. What a team, Randy. What a team. Again, I ask this question a lot, but in what universe 3 months ago could we see Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre teamed up together?
It's like Earth 616.
There we go.
It's the WWE universe, and we're
go.
in an alternative universe right now.
Yeah. Well, folks, things have not really gone that well for Randy Orton recently in the WWE. Not really making too much headway in anything. He's not winning anything. He's been losing every single thing. So we know he's going to have to get something back in this match, right? Also, WWE is heavily pushing the involvement of Jelly Roll on the outside of the ring, looking like a thin Will Sasso. A thin Will Sasso, may I add, is much less funnier than a large Will Sasso. Randy, agree? Disagree?
100%.
Okay.
Plus face tattoos. Can't forget.
2-0 on Randy agreeing with me so far, folks. We're going to keep it rolling. We got the energy going. Just like these guys have for the 5 minutes that they're shown on the television during the commercials and everything going on. My Lord. Just a lot going on. Hard-hitting match. Drew McIntyre running around, throwing his kicks, his claymores, his DDTs as much as he possibly can. All right, I'll stop with the accent, folks. My apology. But yeah, Jelly Roll is involved on the outside of the ring. Randy Orton also gives 3 backdrops in a row to Drew McIntyre onto the announcer's table. That was viperish for sure. At one point, Drew McIntyre is saying, "What happened to you, Randy? What happened to your killer instinct?" And then eventually Jelly Roll is going to get involved again, throwing shoves, I guess you can call it. Strongest shove you'll ever see, the world's strongest shove. Distraction is there. Here comes Randy Orton, RKO for the win. Randy gets a win after a long time of losing here, Rand.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And you're asking, why do we do these matches? Or why is this Saturday night's main event like this? This is the reason. Setting up Jelly Roll. Probably the talk, other than one other thing tonight, probably the talk of the night. It was all over YouTube, Twitter, everywhere. Jelly Roll coming to wrestling with Randy Orton, blah, blah, blah. They have an announcement a little later. Jelly Roll, the pushing and shoving at the outside of the ring during the match with Logan Paul. And then his conflicting, should I go in and help Randy or shouldn't I? I'm not a wrestler. Oh, I'm going to go in and throw in the jelly punch, knocking Logan Paul right to his knees on the side of the corner of the ring. Yeah, Jelly Roll is now a WWE superstar. Imagine
the jelly jolt, my friend. The jelly jolt gets tossed. Afterwards, he's checking on his best friend, Randy. Just like I got a best friend, Randy. But I did not eat a Claymore kick like Jelly Roll did. And Jelly Roll sells out like he died. He is dead in the ring, 100% dead in the ring. Nick Aldis ain't happy about it. Pierce ain't happy about it. Man, that's a lawsuit. If you ask me, that is a lawsuit coming. But he got into the ring, and he should have gotten into the ring. Like Drew McIntyre said, this is our ring, and he stepped into it. Anyways, that was a match.
WWE protects himself on the ticket. It tells you, do not sit outside the barricade or involve yourself with the wrestlers, or you'll get sued. Or
you'll get the help. No, it's not you'll get sued. You'll get the help you need. Don't worry, folks.
That's it.
He's going to get the help he needs.
And he gets the Claymore, like you said. Jelly Roll turns into a jelly flatbread. But this match was what it was. I really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. I like when celebrities get involved just a little. You've seen the nervousness in Jelly Roll's face. You've seen every emotion. He's a big WWE fan, and he wants to be involved with it, just like a Bad Bunny, just like a Logan Paul. Again, this match got a lot of attention last night on the Twitters, on the YouTubes, on everything. So, in turn, by saying it, even though Eric B probably didn't enjoy it, I did. And
no, I mean, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy this. Like, the match was fine and it was entertaining and stuff like that. I completely understand why celebrities are involved in wrestling. It gets you that cross promotion that you absolutely required. And it seems there are a lot of wrestling fans who know and admire Jelly Roll, like speaking of Father Greg Feltham, for one. So it seems like there's a lot of people who are really into his music. It's not for me, but that's fine.
But in turn, I give this Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre match a 3.75 banana out of 5. That is a passing grade, a 3.75 banana, a hot start. That's
all right.
Saturday night's main event.
Well, let's keep going, Randy. WCW head of security Doug Dillinger is there in attendance for Goldberg's last match, and so is DDP. Bang! That's the way we go. Randy, what are your top 10 Doug Dillinger moments in professional wrestling?
It's all involving WCW, and don't ask me because I wasn't a WCW fan. But I remember them. I do. I remember many.
Walking them
top
out.
10.
That's about it.
Top 10. There's like 25. There's 25. 50. Jeez.
That's no, that's what we're talking about this week, folks, on We Talk Too Much. The life and times of Doug Dillinger. All right.
That's on Heritage Hard Knocks, folks. Fuck that. Is not We Talk Too Much. Sorry. I apologize.
All right, guys. Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy Uso. Brother versus brother. You get a little surprised sometimes when they bring this up, right, Randy?
Wait.
It's not really too harped upon the whole little brother situation with Solo Sikoa.
No, true. But I think we did advance. Yeah, you missed the chaos between.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As excited as my friend Eric B is here at it. Yeah, there was chaos before. There's a setup for SummerSlam. It's Jade Cargill.
Evolution.
Evolution. Oh, yes, today.
See?
Yes, sorry.
See,
yeah,
it's impossible. It's impossible to keep track of everything that's going on.
Which is today. This is Sunday when we're recording, where Naomi and Jade Cargill are just like, it's chaos. It's literally chaos tonight.
It is. You know what? When you bring that up, too, the thing that sticks out to me the most is there's a separation there at the beginning where Naomi goes running at Jade Cargill. And I don't know if it was a timing thing. I don't know if it was an angle on TV, but it looks like Jade Cargill just steps right in and decks Naomi flush in the face with an elbow. And it looks like Naomi takes that strong to the ground. So,
nice.
Watch that on YouTube, folks, because when I saw that happen, I was like, holy shit. But yes, that's set up for Evolution today. I, for one, hope Naomi gets that win with Bianca Belair as guest enforcer at ringside. This is an opportunity for you to bolster Naomi. What do you think? You think that she's going to side with Naomi?
I don't think there's going to be a verdict on this match. I think it is going to continue to SummerSlam. Sorry, that's what I meant to say in my head, where there is going to be a three-way for it, or it'll be Bianca versus Jade something with Naomi cashing it in. But it was
true.
It was literally chaos from the one match into that. There's no control, and I do enjoy it, and it does make me look forward to watching it today.
Yeah, it was nice. They introduced Jade at ringside, and you saw Naomi come like a maniac, which is the character that she's doing right now, which she's doing a great job at. Man,
100%. Speaking about great jobs and maniacs, these MFT guys, what are you saying?
Oh my God. There's a lot of things that happened in this match, but like there's only one thing that I feel like I need to talk about. And I don't know how many times I've seen somebody win in a wrestling match taking advantage of taking somebody's boot directly to the center of your buttocks, so to speak, during a pin. Win by boot to the ass pin, Randy. Yeah, there was a lot going on in this match with the MFT on the outside. This is getting out of control. With the amount of family members that you have, like Randy said, you would be afraid that you'd be dating a cousin unless you leave that island. It's going to happen. It's guaranteed to happen. But yeah, Jimmy kind of tossed into this match, it almost seems like, just as a break here for Mr. Jacob Fatu. But Randy, what did you think about this match? I don't know. It wasn't it for me, man. That's all I can say. And the thing is with the as soon as I saw Talatonga's boot go directly into the butthole, I was like, I can't watch this and think this is serious.
Well, as a person that had rectal cancer, I can understand your very your quiverness on seeing it or you're turning off it. But in turn, Jimmy Uso did look. This just was Jimmy Uso's best single match. Like if it wasn't for that finish, I agree. But Jimmy Uso definitely didn't. The odds were against him. It was 4 against 1. I have one question for you after seeing this match, though.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob's there. Where the hell is his other brother? Like, why is Jimmy doing this alone? That's the only question I have. When it's 4-on-1, you definitely know something's going to happen. So don't get me wrong. I'm glad his cousin, Jacob, is coming along to give him a hand. Like you said, it's cousin versus brother versus mother versus father versus third cousin from another island.
You have Jay available. You have him ready to yeet up the crowd afterwards and be the other guy that comes in and saves him with Fatu, or have Fatu continue to be beat down. I mean, the numbers advantage is still on the other side of my family tree at that point. So many directions you could go in. I could see why you don't want to throw. Excuse me. I could see why you don't want to throw Roman into the fold so soon. You want to reserve him for SummerSlam for a return. But yeah,
I think that's
weird.
the definite direction. It'll be Roman Reigns, Jimmy, Jacob, and Jay versus the MFT. That is definitely the direction for SummerSlam. But in turn, I will give this match a higher rating than what Eric will. I give it a 3.5 bananas out of 5. That is a passing rating, just because I think that was Jimmy Uso's best match.
And that's fine, but he lost by taking literally a boot heel to his ass. So yeah, he didn't even take that. That's the weirdest thing.
You don't know the extra strength you get. You don't understand.
I'm so disturbed by this, man. By seeing Talatonga lift his leg up in the most awkward position possible, that he could never offer any force to that pin additional. It was just crazy. And then watching him get in the ring afterwards and throw that really slow boot. And I mean, it was slow. Like, it took a long time to raise up there. Where's Omos, man? Like, seriously.
Is he a cousin? We don't know about it. I know he was in Asia for a while.
Could be.
Yeah, you never know. But yeah, where is Omos? But yeah,
throw Omos into this entire family tree and call him Tallest Tonga.
Yeah, that's it. Speaking of brothers, we see brothers in the crowd, eh? I wonder if their cousins are related to. No, not really. The Steiners were there, right?
Were they?
Yeah, they were in the crowd.
Okay. Yeah, the Steiners are there. That's cool, I guess. But yeah, the Steiners are there, folks, and don't worry. They will charge you $80 at the start of the show for an autograph, and by the end, it's $250. It's the way it goes with the Steiners. But they are there. The Steiners are there. Like I said, Randy, we keep on going, like, the list of celebrities, the list of former WWE greats that we get on every Saturday night's main event continues to be just a little lackluster. And I don't know if tonight it was because everything was so Goldberg retirement based that they were like, we got to get as many WCW guys in here as possible. But you made a really good point, too, when we were joking about the whole security guard thing with Bill Goldberg, which is, if you didn't watch WCW, like now watching this now, are you really going to pop huge for these guys coming on screen?
No.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, gee. People, Eric B, right? You should see it. I think we like, hey, it's Sunday morning. We're doing this. He's really upset. I think he's doing the greatest job. Eric B, I always appreciate you for what you do for the Hub Sports Entertainment. And if you are liking the show, like, comment, and subscribe down below here on the YouTubes, right? youtube.com/DrawStrawsRaw. And yeah, tell Eric B saying, hey, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. Watching Saturday night's main event last night, afterwards, I had that, that feeling when you like start to feel like you're getting sick and you're just like, I'm really run down.
Yeah.
That's how I felt at the end of the show. I was like, all right, I'm run down. I'm going to take a hot shower. I make a nice cup of chamomile tea before bed. I went to sleep at 11 o'clock, folks. I wasn't out partying or anything, trust me. And that's different for the raw dog in the summertime. But anyways, let's move forward.
Think
Rand,
about raw
you know what
dog.
match? LA Knight versus Seth Rollins make their way to the ring, folks. And yeah, it was honestly, man, leading up to everything that happened, probably the most entertaining match of the night. Unfortunately, when we see Seth Rollins set up something he's done time and time again his entire career, run one side of the ring slingshot senton, other side of the ring lion salt, and it just happened really unfortunately because LA Knight just gets out of the way. Seth looks like he lands like he would land any other time, and that knee just buckles out. And we are left to wonder as fans, is this story or is this real? And unfortunately, it seems very soon to us that we're like almost praying that it is storyline because, yeah, WWE has taken some major hits recently. Pro wrestling taking some major hits too as well when you look at the whole Adam Cole news coming out. But for WWE Raw now to potentially already have lost Liv Morgan and now to maybe lose Seth for an undisclosed amount of time too. Here's the good news, Randy. He has 12 months to cash in that briefcase. Here's the bad news. He's involved in at least 5 or 6 active storylines, and we are missing two of our top 5 stars on that brand. It's going to be hard, brother.
I'd say 2 of the top 4 or 3 even. But yes,
Yeah.
no, it is definitely. I was hoping, like we were texting back and forth when this happened. Oh, it's a swerve. Then as the next match went on, I guess little leaks came out of him getting out of the ring, swearing and cursing and everything else like that. And then Fightful reporting that it was not no swerve and the injury is real. And if you like more about Fightful, you can go to Fightful.com and go subscribe to them, and they'll tell you a lot more stuff. But in turn, you're right. Injuries that are happening in wrestling right now. There's 2, and just literally common things.
I want to say it's not only wrestling. I don't know what it is, Randy, but in all professional sports, contact sports, non-contact sports, it seems like we have a very mass amount of injuries in the last 6 months. The NBA had the most torn ACLs they've ever seen. NFL concussions, like it just. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if these athletes are pushing themselves too hard for our enjoyment and how we can regulate this a little bit more. But yes, this is like a very standard landing that turns bad. And it's the same thing when you look at NBA. Tyrese Halliburton, the guy went to plant his foot and it just gave out on him. And now he can't play basketball for an entire season. So it's these injuries are crazy, man. Something's going on.
People getting older, people doing the same thing repetitive over and over can do that as well. So how do they stop this? Again, impacting 2, like with Liv Morgan, now Seth Rollins impacting 2 major storylines. Don't even talk about the branches off from those storylines. But
yeah,
how are they going to adjust Mr. Money in the Bank? Is it Money in the Bank on hold? How are they going to adjust to that? And it definitely, you knew they didn't know what to do in this match as well. When the doctor came out, and literally he just sort of got up on the side of the ring and got the finisher by LA Knight there. And then
he took it very safely, though. If you look at it specifically and watch the replay, he landed directly on the left side of his body to make sure he wasn't putting more impact on his right knee.
And LA Knight, being the professional that he is, making sure he put up his hand, got out of there as quick as he can so the doctors can in there and get Seth Rollins out and go to the next part, or the show must go on. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see where it takes this going forward. Definitely it's going to affect SummerSlam. On what level we're going to have to see. Stories are going to have to be changed left, right, and center, because this is not a 2-month, 3-month thing, especially if it's in the knee. You're looking at least 6 months. So
yeah, I'll tell you what, man. And I'll tell you what, like watching the rest of the show and just waiting until 10:56 p.m. is really when I was like finally said to myself, shit, this is real. Pardon me for swearing, but yeah, it was at that point it finally set in. I was like, this is not where I thought we were getting worked. I saw the leaks of him swearing, going out of the ring. I saw everything, but kudos to WWE. They worked the hell out of us so well that up until 10:56 p.m., I was just waiting for Seth's music to hit.
Yeah, yeah. Wish it did.
So,
Wish it did. But
yeah,
out
exactly.
of this, up until the point, probably LA Knight's better matches, 2 of the year too. Eli Drake showing up. I love the Eli Drake character. I like it way much better than LA Knight. But it's a lot of similarities, but I just like a heel Eli Drake. But in turn, I have to give this, I'm not going to give this any ranking because unfortunately somebody got hurt. So there is no ranking on it. But they did what they did. They got it out. And it was enjoyable up until the point.
Exactly. All right. Another video package about Goldberg and Gunther because we haven't seen 4 of them already. We need more. So we have that. Guy from American Ninja Warrior is in attendance. Okay. Blake Monroe, a.k.a. the former Mariah May, is there. And oh my Lord, Randy, I think she gets the largest pop of the night for anybody who's shown in the crowd, including DDP, including everybody else. JC Jane is there as well, and she gets almost no pop.
Oh my Lord, Randy! I think she gets the quietest pop of the night. That's what I was expecting to say.
Exactly.
But, yeah, they're like, who? No, I have no clue.
They were like, "This chick's the champion." Okay, but yeah, Blake Monroe is going to be a superstar once they get her into the main roster. She's already there, man. She's already there, as far as I'm concerned.
It'll be soon. Akbar Gabajamal, the host of American Ninja Warrior. I'm sorry if I'm doing my best here, people. I have a speech impairment, so blame that. But
just imagine, like, oh man, Blake Monroe in Saudi Arabia is going to be a sight for sore eyes. That's for sure. Okay, going forward. Oh yeah, sorry, 2 Chainz is there also.
2 Chainz.
He's entirely Saturday Night Main Event material. All right.
Jelly Roll. You shouldn't even have showed them. You had Jelly Roll and then 2 Chainz. No offense. I don't know if any like 2 Chainz love you. But
why do we have Jelly Roll shown before as well? It doesn't make any sense. But okay, that match is made official for SummerSlam. It's Randy Orton and sorry, it's the Orton Roll versus the Paul Tire. And that's happening, folks. That is happening at SummerSlam. Let's go.
RK Roll. Or RK Jelly.
RK Roll. I like that one.
Okay.
World Heavyweight Championship match. It is Gunther versus Goldberg. Goldberg gets his famous walkout. Doug Dillinger comes to the door. Bill, we're ready for you. And walks out with Goldberg, Ernest the Cat Miller, Josh Barnett, and my cousin Vinny, and an Asian guy with tattoos. So yeah, they all walk out together to the ring and they go to commercial. And during said commercial break, Randy, that chanting doesn't stop. So not only did I have to watch Goldberg get gassed walking to the ring, I had to just think to myself, holy moly, those fans have to be so gassed out. They must not even be able to cheer by the time that they've done 5 minutes, five and a half minutes of Goldberg chants. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, they did.
You made me do this. You wanted me to do this. Randy knows where my allegiance is, and he wants me to talk about Goldberg's final match, his retirement match. Like I'm supposed to talk about the greatness of Goldberg.
Yeah, it was. Okay. The longest rating, as Michael Cole will suggest to you, the greatest WCW champion of all time. It is Goldberg. Yes, Goldberg. I was jumping up and down in excitement. Bad back, too. A little Lion King reference there. But yeah, 5 minutes of jumping up and down. My new back did not like me.
Anyways, all right, guys. Let's move forward. Charles Robinson's there, which is very fitting for this match, as he should be there. During the match, we have Gunther throwing his chops to just kind of deflect off of Goldberg. He no-sells them, but within 2 minutes of taking those chops and no-selling them, you look at Goldberg's chest and you're like, that thing looks like a blueberry. So he can no-sell those chops as much as he wants to, but holy moly, Gunther, he can, I'm telling you, dude, that guy could chop holes into a brick wall. He's just absolutely nuts what he does. This is definitely Goldberg's longest match. I might have to check that, but we get 10 minutes of time that we see this match for, which might be Goldberg's longest match of all time. We get the spots out of this match that we expect. Gunther is trying to beat up Goldberg. Goldberg is some type of unstoppable force. Everything that he does is almost Hulk Hogan-esque in the sense of one punch is equatable to 20 punches from anybody else. All right. Anyways. Sorry.
Anyways, what? Anyways, yes. The match was great. We see Goldberg's son get involved. Almost beating up Gunther as well. The next generation of Goldberg. He's going to come into the WWE, probably NXT Performance Center. You see a little pushing and shoving. Gunther's scared. Legitimately so. Goldberg's son legitimately was scared of Goldberg. Just
Gage
like
Goldberg.
Yeah. And what happens near the end there, Abby?
Anyways, all right. Goldberg goes for the spear, and Gunther gets out of the way, which means little Nate has to take that spear. We got the referee is down, folks. But during this time, Goldberg, after the Gage incident happening at the side of the ring, Goldberg hits his spear, sets up a jackhammer. He pins Gunther. Where's the goddamn ref? He finally makes it to the ring when Goldberg, rolls over at that point, gets the obvious 2 count. It has to happen that way. If it didn't happen that way, then we would have been angry. But again, Randy, and he can equate to this. He can prove that this is fact. I messaged him exactly when the referee went down, and I was like, okay, like loading Seth. I was like, come on, like now, please, please, please. And it didn't happen. And that was probably the saddest part of this match, honestly. But Gunther eventually locks Goldberg into the sleeper. Goldberg fights his way out of it until he can't fight no more. Gunther wins this match. Sleeper walks out of the ring. And NBC instantly cuts the commercial as Gunther rolls out of the ring. And at that point, it is 10:57. And not only does the realization hit in that Seth is really injured, but it also hits that this match is over. And what the hell are we doing with these couple of minutes? I was so confused. Randy.
We're going to have a speech. Goldberg's going to thank everybody. Maybe. Somebody's going to turn off the lights.
But they went to commercial. They went to literally a minute and 30 seconds of commercial, came back to the ring. Goldberg is doing his retirement speech. And even if you wanted to hear that, folks, you're not going to get to hear it. We get 10 to 15 seconds of it. Lights cut again. Got to get better with these timings. Like, how could we not sort this out? How could we not give the guy an extra 30 seconds to talk?
Don't give Bret Hart an immediate pass today.
What was next? Like, what was next? Like, seriously,
you're right. You're right.
I
think it was the cash in.
You know what was next after? Dateline.
Yeah, you're right.
And you know what Dateline is, right? Pre-recorded.
Yeah. I get it. It's the match was what it was. It was a typical Goldberg match, but times it by 10. I guess you can say. Yeah. By length of time. The spear and the jack hammer was a little sloppy, right?
That's because his elbow is too jacked up to do the jackhammer, as Michael Cole said earlier in the night.
That's it. And poor Charles taking a beating in this last month. I thought that was great. But yeah, this is what it is. I was never a Goldberg fan. I am a Gunther fan. But Gunther to do this, at least to Goldberg, and give him his last match, WWE give him the last match. He's finally done, people. I think he is a man of his word, and he will be done. So on that note, I will give it a 49.9%. That's a bad rating. That's one.
Listen, guys, yeah. He went out on his own terms, which is fine. That's great. Not everybody gets to do that in professional wrestling, so he got to go out on his own terms. And even guys like Michael Cole, unfortunately, it seems like it may not happen. So they gave Goldberg probably, okay, I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say it's more than he deserved. But when I think about like the greatness of WWE and the WCW stars that came over and made WWE better, certain names I'm not going to talk about because there's a little political drama behind it. I just don't include Goldberg in that because he wasn't one of those guys.
Right, he wasn't big. His WWE.
Sting wasn't one of those guys.
No.
Goldberg wasn't one of those guys. It took a while for it to happen. Goldberg was pushed differently because of who he was, and that whole Brock Lesnar match and everything that he did in that was great. You know, that's what fans wanted. We finally got what they wanted. But now when we're like 8 years separated from that moment, anyways, it's done.
100%. It's done.
His career's over. Brett, it's okay, buddy. And he lost, so that's fine.
Go. It's done, just like this episode.
Yes, folks.
Saturday night's main event.
Saturday night's main event is over. Randy, what is your total rating for this episode, buddy?
I'm going to give it a way better rating that you would. I'm going to give it a 3.25 banana. That's a 3 point. That's a passing grade. I enjoyed it. There's much worse on television at that time. Don't shake your head at me, Eric B. There's much better things you could do on a Saturday night at that time as well. But in turn, I don't. So I give it a 3.25 banana. I enjoyed it. It was great, except for the Seth Rollins thing. I just want to see Monday and where they go from here, right? All the best to Seth if he is definitely hurt. I hope he gets better quick because we need you, sir. Liv Morgan, we need you.
Yes.
Anybody that's injured, Adam Cole, get better soon. Everybody out there, just get better. Be safe.
Yeah. Well, folks, that was the recap. That was the recap show. Thank you for joining me and Randy C as we rambled about the haps with the craps. Randy, if people wanted to go ahead and maybe listen to us talk about other things or maybe even talk way too much, where could they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/the draw. You can sign up there. Join for free if you wish. There's a couple of tiers there. I wouldn't mind getting your the tier that you're going to give away something once a month. That we're going to give away. Sorry, I apologize. We're going to give away something once a month. A collectible. That would be good.
We're going to get that going. We're going to get that going this week, folks. There's been a lot of things going on, but we will get that going this week.
But to join for free, you can go there. Follow us on the X. Follow us on the Instagram at The Hub Sports Entertainment. Go follow the Smack Daddies, Brad the Dad, and Father Greg on their YouTube channels, the Smack Daddies, as well on the YouTubes. And like, comment, subscribe down below. Please, on Spotify, on Apple, whatever you may be, just hit the like. Rob Arbic, give us a comment. Gimpy, I know you always have something to say. Give us a comment. My friend Reese, comment down below. Tell the people how much you love me. Everybody. And tell Eric that Goldberg ain't that bad. You want some encouragement. You want some encouragement, whatever it may be. No, tell Eric, everyone, tell Eric B that he is the greatest, because to me, he is the greatest. So, Eric B, where can they find you?
They can find me on Draw's Raw, and you can listen to The Draw every single week. Soon, coming up pretty soon, folks. Don't worry, it's coming in fast and furious. Just like the end of the show. So, folks, until the next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Live, laugh, and love wrestling.
Deuces!
Goldberg sucks. Sucks.
Go.
It sucks.
What you gonna do about it? I'm a wrestler. Hey, what are you gonna do? I'm a wrestler.
Who's that?
Goldberg sucks.
What's it called? 4 letters, 1 word. Stop.